The Roottrees Are Dead is a familial mystery game where you are deducing who is related to who and filling out a family tree in order for riches and wealth to be distributed thus after a tragic death in the family. This game is inspired by both her story and the Obra Dinn, and if you are familiar with those two titles, you should be very excited about this game because it is spot on in those comparisons. This is a quite tricky puzzle game, and I love it. So, let's get into it and uncover this mystery. The game is actually quite simple. All you need to do is figure out a picture, a name, and a job related to one person in a grand scaling family tree. However, getting that information is where the real puzzle is, essentially. In order to do this, you have your mouse and keyboard, yes, entire keyboard, in order to help you along your way, including your big old smart brain you may or may not have. Left-clicking interacts with the world, so we click here and we can't deduce a face because we don't have any pictures yet. We click this and we have a very long list of names, and click the jobs and we have a big old list of jobs. And yeah, we're gonna have to sift we're gonna have to sift through a lot of information. My brain's already frying with all the possibilities. Don't worry though, you are given a few things to help you. Number one being your giant notebook. There are so many pages to be writing down notes and some hints to be had along the way. You're also given evidence, if we go up here to this photo, of certain people, certain pictures, things that can help you interact with the family. And right now, we actually have something very important. A picture. So if we take our left click and click on the sisters, the Roottree sisters, we have their faces on file. So now, if we go to one of their pictures, we can insert it wherever we want. However, that's not what we're going to do because we need to very adequately put people in the proper place. See, as the little tooltip down here suggests, siblings join the family tree from oldest to youngest. So you don't just have to figure out the siblings, you have to figure out their ages too. So I can't just willy-nilly put these three girls in these three spots. I also don't know who is who. So we're gonna have our third big helper, our computer. Oh, look at this lovely thing. Era accurate. This is in the 90s, by the way. This is the time period set, and oh boy, is it accurate. So, we have the search engine, Spider Search. Woo! And we are going to be inserting keywords or phrases or things into this search engine in order to find information, in order to deduce identities. So, let's start with the obvious. The Roottree sisters. Enter it in. And we have an article. There are a lot of there are a lot of obituaries that focus on the Roottree sisters' modeling careers. You also come across an unofficial Roottree fan site, seemingly curated by a teenager. It's neon pink with purple text and hard to read until you highlight the words. Oh God, blogs. The young webmaster writes. Rayanne is the most famous because she's the oldest. So, okay, there's some information. And got married to TMS. Don't know who that is. But Riley is the smart one. Rosie is the middle child, like me. So already we know this is the order of oldest to youngest. So Rihanna, if we click off here, is the oldest, so she's going to go first. If we go down, I've already done the tutorial, so I know this. If we go all the way down here, we have Rihanna. She is oldest. If we go here, well, I'll skip the bullshit. Her name's not actually here. But we do know it is an unknown female, so we'll at least write that. And then we have in this spot, Riley, who is the youngest. Now, this is where things start getting really fun. So, go back onto the internet and hear that beautiful modem purr. Let's see. Let's continue where we left off. You might think they are rich just because they are models, but their dad is also the president of the candy company, and their mom, Brenda, is a famous designer. They do the modeling for her brand, Root. So, there's our next answer. We now have their three... There we are. Jobs. You are a model. You are a model, and you are a model. And we know over here, even though it's not as detailed, we know that Brenda is their mother. And it's, like I said, I know this part, the only Brenda on the list, so yay. And by the way, the fact that there is little information that we need to fill out here is actually the key bit of this game. Blood relatives are the most important. Side people, they don't mean shit. We need to find blood relatives. Anyway, now with that information, we continue to read. Oh, that makes my... Oh, that feels good. That sounds so good. I eat Roottrees candy all the time. My favorites are Maple Crisps. And try to dress in plaid Root clothes like Riley does in most of the posters. Someday, I want to get my ears pierced like Rose. So there, we'll finish up. This website author continues to talk about her own life and what she likes about the Root fashion lines. Not a lot more is relevant. Okay, so we know that the middle child has their ears pierced. And the only person in this photo has pierced ears, as the music skips over to the next thing, is you. But you don't have a name. Why is your name not in here? That is quite mysterious. But we also got another slight bit of information here as well. Plaid. Try to dress in plaid clothes like Riley does. So, while it's not the best information out there, let's at least put it in that this one may be Riley. We know for a fact this one is, well, whoever she is, but this might be Riley, and this then might be Rihanna. So, okay, we may have the pictures taken care of. We are only now looking for you in the middle. So, what the hell can we do next? We can search around. We could do modeling career. We can do names. In actuality, there are only a few things we can do this early on. It's a little limited, but once the game gets bigger, it gets bigger, your search will be a bit more wider. Right now, we can, I don't know, let's look into Root, the clothing brand. And now, this is actually a nice little thing here. You can either type it in to the search engine with your keyboard, or you can actually click and drag like an actual computer and press Control C and Control V to copy and paste. Very nice. You can also do this in your notes here. It even says it. So if you find information that is important to you, you don't just have to type it in. I'm not exactly a typer, not a fast typer, but I like that they at least gave me a copy-paste item. So that's not actually what I wanted. We want root. Now, I'm doing it this way because the search engine that we are using is a little finicky, like I was saying. So, if we are looking for root, is a pretty common word. Although searches are not case sensitive, you have to search a little bit more specifically in order to get what you are looking for. Names have to be sometimes in full, so we can't just look for Riley, we have to look for Riley Roottrees. And then we'll get more specific information. In this instance, root, actually it has a period at the end of it. Good to know. So, copy paste, do a little search. So, Root, the period is part of the name, is a clothing company that makes clothes for children, from toddlers to teenagers. Although their website is down, likely due to increased web traffic, you find countless retail sites attempting to advertise clothes towards the target audience. One of them has this to say: You've spied the Roottrees sisters looking hella fly on catalogs, magazines, and posters. Now you too can be like Riley, Rose, or Rihanna. Or Raina. Either way. You also come across a website from a collector of clothing catalogs. Apparently, Root has released 2 catalogs per year every year since 1984, and Rihanna appears on almost all of them. There is only one that the webmaster considers a collector's item enough to mention. It seems that Brenda Roottrees, the mother of the 3 sisters, mother and head designer, appears on the cover holding her daughter, Rose, in 1985. This site says this was the only time her daughter has ever been listed by her birth name, Carly Roottrees. Your name is Carly. Where is that? It was around here somewhere. Carly! Ta-da! Well done. Excellent. We have now successfully identified the 3 sisters and the mother, but the mother doesn't really matter as much. You still should write that shit down, though. It could be useful. And now that we've done the tutorial, the game really opens up. And I mean, really opens up. This is the true family lineage that you have to identify. Oh boy, this game is surprisingly big, and I also realized that I kind of screwed up in my identification. See, the 3 sisters are fine, they're locked in. The mother isn't actually married to the daughter. That's a husband. We read that she was actually married to someone. That's the wrong match that I did. And then there's a mystery thing here that might be a child? I don't know, but the mother goes up here, Brenda White, with the father. I think his name was Carl, or maybe the long lost. Oh no, this is. No, wait, that's that side of the family, and then this side of the family. This guy's name must be Carl. I think. I'm reading certain things and what we've been told so far, but I'm getting way ahead of myself. If you are interested in checking this game out, and I highly recommend you do, the link to it is in the description box below. My name is Ben Dark Arts, and I am very much going to be continuing this game on my own. This is so intriguing, so different to some of the puzzle games that I usually play. I am really going to dive deep into this more off in my own time, and hopefully you all enjoy it as well. I am going to be spending... Oh boy, this is gonna take a while.